All right, everyone, we are back. We are back. We are back. We are back.
I am Avajoy.
I'm Ronnie.
And we're new parents.
Yes.
And
yes.
We are calling this thing that we're doing Sleep When They Sleep.
Yes.
In reference to our baby. Mm-hmm. You know, the saying that we always got was, when the kiddo is sleeping, when the newborn is sleeping, you sleep too.
Sleep.
Or what we've been doing is we're using the time to do other things to catch up on stuff.
Right. That you would learn that very quickly that you don't have much time. So that's like a thing. So anyway, with that being said,
yes.
Are you sleeping when he sleep?
I just started logging my sleep and it's getting better overnight, but I am definitely not sleeping in the day when he sleeps. Mm-hmm. One of the things that happens is he sometimes sleeps in a lounger. I'm scared to sleep on the bed with him. So I could be so tired and I'm not sleeping when he's there.
Yeah.
If he's in the bassinet, which is kind of rare during the day, I also don't have a lot of time to sleep. So the short answer is most likely not. I'm not sleeping when he sleeps.
I would say this. With our scheduling, about time we figured out a schedule, at least one of us is sleeping while he's sleeping. Mm-hmm. Pretty much majority of the time.
Overnight.
That is correct.
Not in the day.
Overnight, yeah. In the day, no, because we're pretty much trying to fill in our tasks and errands and stuff that we have to do within the time frame that we've given each other.
Wash bottles, eat, try to work out if we even get to that. So there's a lot. So the last time we talked about the beautiful birth experience, that was then, this is now, it's like a lifetime. And, you know, we just wanted to go back and talk about what it was like on the first night home.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know where to start with that one.
It was a big 180 compared to how it was in the hospital.
Yeah.
In the hospital, I mean, it wasn't as many cries, and I think you were feeding like normally. We're just collecting it in. There was nothing, no different or anything.
Yeah.
But then 2:00 that night, his first night, 2 a.m., it was like a whole nother different person.
He was bawling.
Yeah.
And there were 3 adults and 1 newborn in the house, and he controlled everything.
Yes, he did.
Because we didn't know what to do.
Everybody was up. All 3 of us was in the kitchen just looking at each other, and it's kind of like, what are we going to do?
What do we do? Here's a backstory. I decided that I wanted to exclusively breastfeed. And then when he's crying, my mom, who was here helping us, she eventually said, he's hungry.
Yeah.
We got to give him formula.
You need to feed him.
And it just felt like a moment of defeat for me because it was then really up to me. Do we want to continue to try to put him to the breast and see if he gets anything, or will we have to do the bottle?
Yeah.
And eventually we did a formula, and then he just stopped crying.
He did. It was almost like a miracle just happened. It was, night and day.
He was just knocked out. But, you know, all of that kind of led into the other phase of things where the next day we had to go to the doctor. Before we left the hospital, that system was like a well-oiled machine. They set us up with an appointment with a doctor, with a pediatrician in their system. We went there, and like, quite frankly, I feel like that doctor was alarmed because his weight had fallen. There's a threshold where you're not supposed to go beyond.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about that. Yes. That was a wake-up call.
And his weight had fallen. I think the threshold is 10 or 12%, and he was beyond that.
Yeah.
And this lady was like really alarmed. Here we are, new parents. I felt like really bad. Like, oh my gosh, we're starving our kid.
This is 3 days after
birth.
Yeah. And then you go into the doctor's office, and they're just doing like pretty much a checkup.
Yeah.
Just to see if he's making weight.
Yeah.
And that stuff too. And then he did not.
Yeah. Yeah. And we felt bad. We felt really bad. But like, really, that started like a snowball effect of how our lives changed. We're talking about Sleep When They Sleep.
That's true.
I mean, that just like really changed everything. The doctor told us, yeah, you could breastfeed all you want, but you're going to have to supplement with formula.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to feed him every 2 hours on the hour.
Every 2 hours. Feed that baby every 2 hours. That was like a thing. It was like, I don't know, but yeah.
And at that point, we didn't really have a schedule yet.
Nope.
So I specifically remember saying, oh, he's up, he's crying now. And we both got up to go. I was like, yeah, you come with me too. And like now that just kind of seems silly because it's like, that's not the best use of time to have both of you waking up at the same time.
We were on that for a while. I remember that. And I was trying to figure out, like, something got to give, like, right? Like we need a schedule or some sort or something like that for that too, because we were doing that for at least a week or so, it felt like.
And then that kind of brings us to our next phase here, because at one point, maybe about 6 weeks in or so, I decided I don't want to do the formula anymore. Yeah. I got to try to breastfeed all the way. And that had its own issues because I wasn't breastfeeding exclusively from the beginning. He wasn't getting all of the breast milk. Like my supply wasn't up to par with his demand. So that put like a whole new stress level on me because I was having to feed him more often.
Well, get into it. What was it actually? And it was like right at that 6 week mark.
Yeah.
You were like, hey, what are we going to do? Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
And then you were like, I'm going all in.
Yeah. I just felt like I may be wrong, but I guess mom intuition, new mom, I don't know. I felt as if the formula may have been hurting his tummy. Now, at that point, their digestive system isn't really developed anyway. So anything possibly could have been making him cry after a feed. But then I decided I'm going to go all in. And I felt like the feeds for me were every hour for about a week. Every hour. You remember those first couple of days? Like there was one time where I felt like you felt sorry for me because I had been like going at it so much about 3 days. I think you're on the phone with your mom and you're like, I'm going to go get my wife some ice cream because you just felt bad for me because I was just like, but I was so determined to do that, you know?
But it's part of the process too, right? Like it's so interesting how all of that works too, because you had to tell your breast in some ways that, hey, I'm going to be pumping exclusively now.
Yeah, feeding breast milk. Yeah,
they had to get up to par. With that too, right?
Both of them.
Right. Like so.
Yeah, and it took some time, but now we're here, and it really, for anyone who's out there, if you're going through this, I hope this is some form of encouragement for you because those days are hard, but you get over them, and then once you figure that out, it's something else. You know, I think the next big thing for us, we talk about milestones. Our little one had a major milestone on Thanksgiving night when he slept.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. 4 hours and 38 minutes.
That was huge.
I remember the time. Babe, what happened? Like
I can't. You go with
No. You tell us what happened because you kind of like jumped up out of your sleep.
What? Like just worried about it?
No, because I hadn't woke. I had the first half of the schedule of the night. And usually I work from 7 to 2, and then you come on from 2 to 9. We both slept past that handover. And then you kind of jumped up out of your sleep at some time past 2, realizing that you'd missed the start of your shift. And I was still there like knocked out sleeping. Yeah. And that's when we looked down on the phone and realized that he had slept for 4 hours and 38 minutes. And that was a huge milestone.
That was huge. I mean, and I think it lasted probably for the next additional, like 3 or 4 days too. But then it kind of like slowly, like everything changes too. But I mean, still though, that was like a good thing to experience. Yeah. Because I do remember waking up. I think I want to say I woke up. Was it like 5 or something? I want to say I woke up like at 5, 3 hours within. And then I was scared, I think, because I wasn't sure if I overslept or something like that. Yeah. He was still knocked out.
Yeah, and I was still knocked out.
Yeah.
We're both startled and confused and then celebrated when we realized that he had reached that milestone.
So that was big. That was big. Other little things that he's doing too, man. I think he's, recognizing us.
Yeah.
And I think it's strange. It's like everything that we have been reading on the internet and social, it seems like too. Those weeks that people give us, that's kind of on par too. Of starting to see things. The 6 weeks one where they were saying, oh, like everything is going to go out the window, it's going to be fussy. I don't think I've seen that one necessarily. But I think the other ones, for the most part, have been pretty accurate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised at that. Really, really surprised.
It shows you how similar many babies are. And we're not new to this. I mean, the world is not new to this. So even though we personally are new to this, we could lean on other people who've been there, done that to help us and to answer questions.
That's been huge with you, right? Like you created a whole community.
Yeah, man. It's, I've been a very private person in life, and this just opens you up because you realize you have to drop all pretenses, any shame, any embarrassment, and you just ask. So, I mean, I'm literally texting people, like there are moms down the block from us. We're now in a group chat, and there are things that I just am not doing as well with, or I think I'm not doing as well with, and I text them, and they're like, do this, do that, or actually you're doing a much better job than you think you are, And it's been nice on maternity leave to be able to go out and walk with those moms and connect with people. There are some of your friends who I've started to text and who have become close with. So that is something that has been, I think, a lifesaver for me, because you have people who they're so willing to help. Anytime you text people, they're always responding, like a lot of people too. I don't think I've ever experienced anything quite like that. It's like people are happy for you and they're eager to help.
Wow. So that's been a big thing in your life now. It's like a whole nother community. Like a mommy community.
So that's a mom's community.
That's pretty good.
The breastfeeding thing was a big deal because I'm like, am I holding him properly? He's not latching. What do I do? What do I do to increase my milk supply? That was the biggest one, because there's nothing that's more nerve-wracking than not knowing if your baby is getting enough to eat. Especially if they constantly are going to the breast more than what the doctors are recommending, more than what the internet is recommending too. You start to become insecure. So what I started to like just message these moms. I remember I went on a walk with one of our friends, your friend first, then now my friend as well. And she was like, do this, do that. Drink this tea, have oats, have like fennel tea, have flaxseed, have like spinach, and all of that has been so helpful in helping to literally feed him.
That's great. On the flip side, then, any challenges?
The biggest challenge for me, my pregnancy experience was awesome. For like the 9 months, and then even our birth experience, it was awesome. This stage in our lives, it's so much harder than pregnancy. It's so much harder than birth. Like I hear of people who've had like really tough pregnancies and their birth experience was really traumatic. That wasn't my story, but this right here, it's hard. Like, I feel like sometimes we nitpick at each other. That's really hard. Like we are just kind of evolving into people who have to find new ways to love and respect each other under some tough circumstances. When you are sleeping less, when you probably don't always feel seen by the other person because there's a little person who's depending on us. So the challenge, like you're talking about challenges, like the challenge is evolving into being this new person and this new wife.
My challenge, man, is probably trying to put a long sleeve onesie on a kid. I think that's my biggest challenge. I mean, if anyone have any tips, advice on how you can be better at putting a long sleeve onesie on a kid, shoot us some comments. That'd be great. I would love that because that is a challenge.
I will say the days when you're able to do it without cries, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you're immediately humbled the next time you have to change. That's funny.
Yeah. Another huge thing I think we're trying to battle with, too, is like hair loss.
Oh, yes.
That's been real.
Yeah, he had so, I didn't realize this hair on babies was a thing until we started sending out photos of our newborn, and they're like, oh, so much hair, so much hair, so much hair. And then it's all pretty much gone. And so I started to become self-conscious about it.
No longer has hair, yeah.
Well, he has a mohawk now.
Right. We're still trying to figure out if it's something that we did or we should be doing.
Yeah.
Or, like they're telling us that happens with babies. I mean, but the amount of hair that just disappeared is kind of like, oh.
Yeah, it's all gone.
It's kind of wild, though. I mean, he still, to me, looks like a baby. It doesn't bother me. I think it bothers you.
It bothers me.
Yeah. I mean, only reason it doesn't bother me is because they're saying that too, but they're saying that that's normal. I'm like, cool, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. But anyway, if other people have dealt with that, we would love to hear about it for sure. Because I think part of all of doing this is building a community as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And so that's even awesome.
Oh, perhaps before we sign out, before we mention Oliver's subscribing and all of that, I do want to mention my Substack. I started a new Substack called Work Mom Work from when I was a working person to this mommy life, and then the eventual transition back into work, and just kind of talking about all of the things that I've experienced in this time period and moving into the future. So substack.com/Avajoy.
I'm proud of that, babe, too. I'm actually proud of that. I'm glad that you were stepping out on that, too.
Thank
you.
I
think you really dived more into like the whole breastfeeding thing, too, and how that's been an experience for you. So that's great.
Thank you.
All right. But then, other than that, I mean, like she just said, please like, subscribe. Do all that other good stuff too that you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Help us out.
Yeah. And then sorry this took so long. Hopefully we try to keep these going as much as possible. Takes a lot to set up. Takes a lot to put them down.
Yeah.
Time is valuable. So it's so hard now. Time is so valuable.
Yeah.
So we're try to put out as much as we can.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Peace out.